guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you behind the scenes on creating these beautiful stove covers. From start to finish and even packing. So let's get started. First thing we have to do is go and get some supplies. We are grabbing 1x4s and this is going to be for the sides of our stove covers as well as for our spice rack. A few extra things. Once we have everything, we are going to go home and get to work. Well, we have made it home and now it's time to cut. We put our gloves on, our safety glasses, and our mask. And these are going to be cut to size depending on the stove cover size. These right here are about 22 inches for each side of the stove cover. And then our front is going to measure a little bit under 30 inches. Once we have that, we set them aside and then we're going to continue cutting because we have a lot to do. And by the way, this is not a tutorial, it's just the behind the scenes on making these for my own business. But if you're interested in a video tutorial, I would love to make that for you, so make sure that you leave that in the comments. I am not sure what happened to the footage of me actually cutting the flat part of the stove covers, but here I am already ready to assemble them. I cut my top squares, those are 22 by 30, and then we're just going to add the sides, the front, and I like to round the two sides so that way it slides very nicely into the stove. And my jig that I use to get the round part is just my sandpaper. So we're marking them and then we're going to cut them on our scroll saw. Now that we're all marked, we're going to bring them to the scroll saw, and I am going to tell you, I love this machine. The things you can do on it are just so amazing, and I am a crafter, so this definitely comes in handy. Now that we're done assembling our stove covers, we're going to start cutting our spice rack boards. For every spice rack, we need to have 4 pieces, so we're getting those cut out, and then I'm going to show you how we put those together. Alright, we got all our pieces cut to size. We're going to grab our largest one and put the small one above it, glue it nice and neat, and then we're just going to put together the 2 legs, and those are going to hug very snugly, and we're going to staple and clamp and let those dry out. Once everything is completely dry, we're going to come back and we're going to sand everything to make it nice and smooth and get it ready for staining. I always like to fill in my nail hole, so we're going to do that and then we're going to let it dry. Here's all our stove covers and our spice racks, nice, dry, sanded, and ready for staining. But here they are, all stained, and they're all different colors. They look so beautiful. Now we're going to add the artwork. These are personalized, so a lot of people wanted their last name, someone quote, someone just their initial. So we made some stencils with our Cricut machine and we painted their last name on this stove cover, which turned out so beautiful. Now we're just removing the excess of our transfers to reveal the beautiful masterpiece underneath. I love this part, guys. I love removing all the excess transfer, and it is so exciting to see what we've created. We ended up doing 4 different stove covers, a brown one, a oak, a red stain, and a gray stain. So let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. One of the great things about these stove covers is that you can use them to protect your stove, more counter space, and also to hide any mess underneath your stove. We made sure all our letters came out nice and crisp, and now we're going to seal them to make sure that they last and they look gorgeous for years to come. In case you're new here, I am a small business that makes wood signs, custom banners, wood art, and rustic decor. In case you're new to my channel, I am a small business that makes wood signs, custom banners, wearable art, and rustic home decor. And what inspires me the most is turning simple materials into meaningful pieces that bring joy to you. It is such a blessing and an honor to get to celebrate life's moments and remind us that there is beauty in handmade. And every single piece that I make carries a little bit of my heart and my story. And it is super exciting that I get to share that with you. We are going to add our signature to the bottom of every piece to make sure they know where they got them and who made them. Now that everything is nice and dry, we're going to start packing. First we add a layer of bubble wrap, then we box them up, and then we wrap them in brown paper, and off they go to their new homes. I love including a thank you note for every single order because they do mean so much to us, and we appreciate every single order that comes through the door. So thank you so much for supporting my small business. We have made it to the post office and we are just dropping off all our shipments and they'll be ready to head out. We have a few stove covers, some wood porch leaners, and a few smaller orders that are going home. If you're interested in placing an order with us, the link will be down in the description below. Feel free to check us out and see all the amazing stuff that we have to offer. Everything is personalized and will be made with love just for you. And let me take a moment just to thank you so much for making it this far in my video. I appreciate you so much and I'm so happy that you're here. If you'd like to see more behind the scenes or tutorials or more small business content, make sure that you hit the like button, you comment, you share, and of course, subscribe to our channel so you can see the future content we have for you. Man, that felt like it took forever. We are finally done loading all of our packages onto the post office cart. And boy, let me tell you, that was a workout, but I'm so excited all these packages get to go home. Now we're gonna make a quick stop at Starbucks, grab a drink, and now it's time to relax. So thank you so much for joining me and I will catch you on the next video. And until next time, thank you for joining me. Stay inspired, keep creating, and God bless you.